Hey, what's up, my uplifting life partners? This is Ron Simplified Myers. For those of you, this is your first time, let me say welcome. I'm the author of the book, The Relationship Success Handbook. Get rid of your problems, not your partner. Now, today I wanted to come talk about the topic why guys don't open up inside of their relationships. Because I get that conversation, even from a sexual perspective. I've heard women say, well, women can have sex with no emotions. I mean, with emotions, they always have emotions attached. And guys can have it with no emotion. They can just, it's just sex. Well, the answer to that is the same answer I have to why guys don't open up. You got to remember, guys have been told they're not emotional creatures, which we know. If you've been following me, we know that's a myth. Um, I'm being polite. It's a lie. Um, we're getting to see that right now with the incidents that just occurred with Kobe Bryant. You're seeing all these guys in tears and crying. And my thing is, if guys are not emotional, why are all these guys crying? This is just an incident because of the tragedy that occurred. The world is saying, "Oh, okay, we'll accept it in this particular case," and so guys are feeling very open to do it. I've even seen some guys still that have sunglasses on when they're doing interviews because they're still trying to play the macho role and cover up their true emotions. Those of you who know me, I believe, and I've said, if tears want to come to my eyes, they'll come. You can call me whatever you want to. I do not try to hide my emotions to try to play this macho role that the world has tried to teach men that they are. But that kind of comes down to why guys don't open up. It's they've been taught. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever seen them, but I have never seen a little boy in my life, never, ever, that didn't cry. But I do know what he's told the moment he does cry. Be a man. Quit acting like a little girl. Man up. All these different conversations. So what you're doing is you're teaching guys not to show their emotions. Again, it's not that they don't have them. They've been taught they can't show them. So now, inside of a relationship, you actually want this guy to open up and let you in and share his intimate thought processes and his pains and all this. Really? After he's been told all his life not to show his emotions, do you understand if he opens up, if he shares his intimate things with you, he is going to tear up, if not just break down and cry. And because he knows that, he may not tell you, he knows that because he's probably cried in his bedroom where no one can see, because every man has cried, every man will cry. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care how macho they try to act. They always will. But unfortunately, most guys will hide it and do it away from the public. This is where we're having the challenges in our societies. One of is that men have been taught that. And so, again, that's why I said even in the sexual situation, guys are the same thing. They're trying to do everything they can to detach. And it's like with anything, you get used to doing it. Even if you're in a neighborhood where there's killings that's going on all the time, eventually, and it could be one of your good friends gets killed, and somebody says, man, such and such got killed, and you go, yeah, he was just walking down, just nonchalant. Yeah, he walked down the street and they just open fire and kill. Because you've become so immune to it that you've detached yourself from the actual emotion that you should be having at this moment. You've detached from it. And that's the same thing in the bedroom. The guy is the same thing as I'm talking about in the relationship when you want him to go get marriage counseling. Same things. You're asking him to open up, to be vulnerable, to share his innermost feelings, to let you in. When the world has told him, man, you can't do that because you cry. And you can't cry because it's not being a man. Tragedy. As men, my personal, because first off, I don't know why we call this acting like a girl. I don't know anybody, even women, that run around and cry about everything and they just cry. I've never been around those people. Everyone I've ever seen crying had a legitimate reason why they were crying. So why we put that tag to say if you cry you're acting like I don't get it. I don't know why that means you're acting like a woman. Again, because I don't know any women that's just running around just crying, just be like out of the blue, she just starts crying, you know. So these tags, we got to remove them, and that's the only way you're going to ever get guys to actually open up. When you get a guy who's brave enough to say, I don't care what the world thinks, I am willing to show who I am and be true, be authentic. That's the guy you can go to get marriage counseling. That's the guy that will open up. That's the guy that will tell you everything. That's the guy, if we're playing, because I don't play the masculine, feminine roles. You know, you guys have been around me, you know that. I don't play all that. But anyway, if you did have what we call a masculine role, to me, that's what being a man or being masculine would be, is be authentic and not worry about what the world says and not hide and talk about you're being masculine, being a man. No, because you're not being true to who you are. Stand up and say, this is me. Take me or leave me. That takes courage. So, but anyway, I just wanted to share that real quick because I've had a couple of people talking about that. Why is it guys don't open up? Because it means getting intimate. It means being vulnerable. It means he might cry. He might have to show his emotions. He's been taught, again, taught not to do it. So now he detached from his emotions, and you want him to go in and dig that out. Some guys will. Again, if he feels like, again, he gets enough courage to say, I don't care what the world thinks, or he gets afraid that you might leave, and so, you know, that's, I'm talking about the marriage counseling thing, that he's afraid you might leave. So if that's what it takes, I'm gonna do it. But it's still gonna be the same thing. He's willing to stand up and go, okay, I'm not worried about this outside stuff. I'm gonna get real. That's what it is. But again, it ain't right, it ain't wrong. It is my opinion. If you haven't had the opportunity to watch my videos, run over to ronsyouchannel.com. That's the letter U, ronsyouchannel.com. Subscribe to the website. Give me feedback on all my videos. Also, topics you'd like for me to cover. I enjoy trying to, not trying because I believe I do, simplify life and relationships, because I believe we're making this stuff way more complicated than it needs to be. And so, as you guys know, if you're not having fun, you should be doing something else. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.